let's go. Okay, guys, let's begin seated. Let's sit down. We're here. Okay, fantastic. Now, you're sitting here in lotus, sitting at the middle of your surfboard. So if you use imagery, you can do a lot more. You can do a lot more in your exercise. Let's use imagery here. Imagine you're on your paddleboard. It's heavier, it's more sturdy than the surfboard, right? So paddleboard, okay. Have your hands on your knees and lift your chest. Lift your chest. Your torso is your mast, and this is your boat, okay? What kind of boat are you feeling today? Fishing boat, sailboat? Do you feel like a yacht today? Yeah, a yacht. Keeping your chest lifted. And now close your eyes. So your mast is sturdy. Your heart is lifted. Your abs are pulled in, and you're sitting here on your 6 bones. Your sturdy boat. Now have your hands with your eyes closed. Have your hands against each other. Close your eyes, hands against your heart. Feel your heart beating against your thumbs. You're at the middle of the lake. It's 5 a.m. The sun is already out. You can hear the birds. You can smell the pine trees. You can hear the water. In the nose, you breathe. And out the nose. Open your eyes and push ahead. Look at your hands. Your hands should feel like they're still in prayer when your hands are down onto the mat. So let's appease the earth, okay? Instead of sacrificing children like 3,000 years old when the earth moves. The earth moves, they're sacrificing things on your hands and knees. Let's appease Mother Earth. Well, let's be on our hands and knees now. Now I want you to focus on your pelvis, okay? Your tailbone moves down. Clench your abs. Your arms are straight. And then your tailbone moves out. You're bending your elbows. Tailbone up and tailbone down. Cat-cow. Rounding your back and arching your back. That's cat-cow. And then your head will just move along with it. Your pelvis leads the way though. The way you're moving your pelvis, tailbone up, tailbone down, your spine will follow, and then the neck. Now tuck your toes under. Lift your knees, down dog. In downward facing dog, take a look at your feet and your hands. Are they flat on the ground? And then arrange, okay? Have your hands, shoulders width. Have your feet hips width. Send your chest towards your knees. You want your chin touching your chest, your sternum. Inhale, exhale. And you're studying the ceiling. Look from between your legs. Downward facing dog. Your back feels like a slope. Okay, a slope like a playground slide. Now take a look at your hands. Bend your knees here. This is tiger. You're gonna pounce like a kitty cat. And now send your elbows on your knees, sitting down. Have your feet broader, maybe shoulders width apart. Nice sit. Have your hands against your chest. Shine your light. Your heart is beating, right? Like Tony Stark. Send it right here. Artificial heart. Shine your light straight ahead and as you sit. Now let's assess our ankles, okay? Spread your toes like they're in Birks, in flip-flops, not in shoes. Lift one heel. There you go. And then lower. Lift the other heel. What is this? Is this exactly a relevé, right? In ballet. But yoga is more ancient. This is awkward chair. Awkward chair. Heels down and then just stand right up. And now reach up towards the sky. Salute the sun. You can do this without shrugging. Your shoulder joints are flexible when you turn. Elbows close to your ears. Hastasana. Now keep your right arm up, keeping your spine up. Take a look. Your thumb goes to your belt. And send your pelvis forward. You're pulling yourself forward, right? And now your glutes have got to clench. And here you are at attention, like a good soldier. And exhale, breathe. So you're at attention, you feel your glutes, and slowly your glutes will relax as you send your heart slowly halfway down. Inhale, exhale. Your glutes are stretching. Toes are spread wide. Chin sticks out. Stick your neck out for someone today. Inhale, exhale. And now thumb sideways. Open your chest. Breathe in, inhale, exhale. Swan dive, they call this. Now keep your heart open, okay? Just one thing will change here. Situate your fingers below the knees on your shins. Your fingers are situated below the knees on your shin bones. Scratch, scratch. Here you go. Inhale, exhale. Then you're going to bend your knees so you can reach for your toes. Reach for your toes and then extend your legs. But your head is up. Yes, the back of your neck is constricting. You need to do that. Your throat is stretching at the front. You're going to bend your knees once again and just reaching forward. It's heavy towards the back. That's why you want energy forward, right? Your heart bursts open forward. Inhale, exhale. Have your hands behind your knees. And you slowly do this, okay? Or else you'll get dizzy. Slowly send your head down, down, down. Your tailbone goes up, your tailbone up. And you're looking at people between your legs. Say hi. Inhale, exhale. Nod your head, shake your head, move your head, side to side. Now take a look at your toes. Fingertips on your toes, like your foot. Your feet are yoga blocks. Bend your knees. And again, reach forward, hands down, hands flat. You're going to jump back, okay? Or simply step one foot back and then the other, like a burpee. Jump back to plank. You want your hands underneath your shoulders. You want your heels over your toes. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And now lower your knees. Send your chest halfway down, okay? Hold, pause. Pause halfway. Inhale, exhale. And now lower your chest. That was crocodile. And now legs close. Extend your feet. And now reaching back with your hands. Open your heart. Thumb sideways. Like we did earlier when we were standing, right? Inhale, exhale. Now I want you to glide. Okay, turn to the right. Hello. And then turn to your left. Doesn't it feel good on the lower back? It's a demonstration of effort and surrender. There's effort just to get your chest up, but then the lower back feels so good. And then now arms like wings, airplane wings. I want you to sway side to side. Slowly, you're rolling on your rib cage. Doesn't it feel good on your belly? And exhale, breathe. And now you're jumping off the airplane. Here, parachute, elbows up. Your hands are holding your head up here. Inhale, exhale, by the forehead. And then maybe lift your knees. Parachute. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And now hands down. Now you want your hands to slide back at the small of your waist, okay? So your hands are close to your spine, your lower back, specifically lower back. And once you feel the support in the lower back, and then you can get up quite easily. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And slowly send your pelvis, your heart down. Now let's try this with our legs together. That was cobra. This is upward facing dog, legs together. Inhale, exhale, looking up, stretching your chest, your throat. Inhale, exhale, maybe your knees come off the ground. Breathe in, inhale, exhale, breathe. And slowly release your chest down. Now take a look. You're going to one powerful push-up. Sit back on your heels. You're sitting on your heels. This is thunderbolt. Lower half of your body is in thunderbolt, and your upper body is in child's pose. Rest. Resting here. Now, if you just ate, okay, maybe your head should be higher, like this, so we would understand, right? Inhale, breathe, exhale. Now, on our hands and knees, that was sun salutations A in slow motion. Right foot, send your right foot next to your right hand. Nice, now sweep right hand sideways and up. Fully extend your arms, find your full potential. Right hand on your thigh and sweep sideways, salute, elbow up. You're stretching your obliques here. Breathe in, inhale, exhale, feels like you're saluting. Breathe in, inhale, exhale. Now right arm up. Interlock your fingers above your head. Have your hands behind your neck and look up. Or don't look ahead, look straight ahead. And send your hips slowly forward. So, if you're new, I would suggest that have your thin mat on top of the gym mat. The gym mat is really awesome. Okay? So you can have your thin mat over it, and then we can do these postures without pain on the knee. Now, open your arms, thumbs down, interlock your fingers behind you and look up. Breathe in, relax. and reach up towards the sky. Warrior one on your knee. It's a preview. Hands on your thigh. Now take a look down. Look at your foot. You can move it, okay? The goal is to come off this left knee. So tuck your toes behind you. Tuck them under. What is the big deal with these tucking of your toes? It strengthens the fascia of your foot and your Achilles tendon. So that one move is healthy for you. Lift off that knee. Set your feet flat. Remember, you're on your paddleboard, your surfboard. They're newly waxed, so your feet would remain on the board and not slip, right? And now reach arms up, reaching up. Draw your chest higher, hips low. Your hips dip. Breathe in, exhale. You want to send your heart towards your knee, and your knee arranges itself down here at center. Breathe in, exhale. Now let's create some movement. Arms down and straighten your legs. Arms up. Inhale, exhale. Feel your hips. So if you feel this in your knees, if you feel these on your knees, which is bad, it means your stance is too narrow. So you want your feet apart, and then you're going to think, well then, it's going to send it on my hips now, it hurts. Well, you're in split stance because of your hips. You want them stronger, so you're supposed to make them ache, okay? No sharp pain, just the ache. Now turn, face the window. Have your arms level with your shoulders, and hold them there. Bend your right knee, side lunge. Your goal is to have your head above your hips, feet sticky on the floor. Breathe in, exhale. Have the heaviest part of you over the hips. You're loading over the hips. And your legs are vulnerable right now, right? In the abductors. Now send your right forearm on your thigh. Draw this line, left leg, left arm. Extends. You want your chin up. Look at your elbow. Chin up, because that's the second line you're working on. Your spine. Your spine, your neck extends. Third line, it's invisible. Knee to knee. The wider, the longer that line is, the better for you. You're finding your full potential. Left hand, wave it at me. Say hello, salute. Hand next to your right foot. Send your left knee down. Nice. Now right hand on your thigh. Come off this knee. I feel my left glute clench, okay, to support my hips. My hips are smaller in comparison to my glutes, right? Their glutes are more massive, so wake them up. Use them to support your hips. And now push up. So this is a lunge plus a plank. Deep lunge with your plank. Yay, Suze, I see you back there, looking so strong. And now send your hand down. And maybe shift forward and back, and lower that knee. Shift forward. Breathe in, exhale, and back. Do not let go. You're working on your hips here. Finding your full potential. Movement creates heat. So you're moving just a little here and a little there. That's it. Send your knees together. Cat-cow, round your spine. And then tailbone back, arching your spine. Your tailbone leads the way. Tailbone up, tailbone down. Next, left foot. Right hand, slap across your left foot. Left hand on your thigh and sweep sideways. Turn your head up. You're looking at your left hand. Breathe in, exhale, breathe. Find your lower back. Send your left hand down. Right hand, follow it with your gaze. You're looking at that hand and your elbow bends. You feel the stretch in your waist. Salute, reach. Inhale, exhale, breathe. In and out. Now your left hand follows. Interlock your fingers above your head and lift your chest. Abs in. You're going to stretch across the front, your front, okay? Your anterior. As he said, your hips low. Inhale, exhale, look up. So this is a preview. This is warrior one on your knee. Breathe in, exhale, breathe, and send your hands on your thigh. You plan to come off this right knee, right here. Tuck your toes under and lift that knee off the ground. Both feet flat now, especially that heel, it's got to be down. Send your heart and knees, knee to line up, singular, right here. And now reaching up. avoid shrugging. Just have really flexible shoulders that your elbows will be next to your ears without shrugging. Drop the hips. Inhale, exhale. Resisting to shrug is one of the rehab things we do for our rotator cuffs. And inhale, exhale. Breathe with this. Reaching up, legs straight. And now reaching down. Arms moving. To remind you, the yoga breath is nasal, okay? In the nostrils and out the nostrils. Breathe in and out. Now standing tall. You're going to turn, face the heavy bags, side of the room. Your arms are in line with your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Do the wave. Do the wave if you feel like your shoulders are too tense. Okay? You want to keep your arms up. Bend your left knee, drop the hips. Inhale, exhale. As a reminder, the wider your feet, the more you're going to send the pressure on your thighs, which is your target. This is your target. That's why you want to be here. And you do not want to be. I'll show you what not to do here. This is all going to be about your knees, and you're creating your own injury. So the wider, the better. Inhale, exhale. Now take a look. Left forearm or hand. Okay, it's up to you. Hand or forearm. Right arm, right leg. Draw them straight. They're linear. Drop the hips. You feel your glutes. They need to clench to hold this really vulnerable position. Breathe in, exhale, breathe. And now reach towards me. Reach, breathe, and now send your hand down. Next to your left foot. Right knee down, pause. Sweep sideways, press up. Tuck your right toes under behind you. Right foot behind you, tuck them under your toes. And now lift that knee. Twisting, lizard, side angle posture here. 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1. Yes. Left hand down. It's so hard, right? Send that foot back. Walk your dog. Head down. And lengthen the back of your legs. You want to send your heel down to stretch your calf, your hamstrings, the back of your knees. Check out your hands. Are your hands shoulders width? Check out your feet. Are they hips width? Sending your chest toward your knees, heels up, both of them at the same time. Down, up, down, up. So this is how you strengthen your ankles. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. And now send your knees slowly down. Extend the ankles. Take a look. Left hand down. We're going to turn towards the windows, okay? Left hand down. You're going to scoop under with your right arm. Like this is the eye of your needle. And your right arm is a thread. You're going to look though, because in sewing, you need to look where your thread's going, right? And your needle. Send your head, the side of your head down. Your elbow, your shoulder, your head. Look at the window and just let everything collapse. Collapse. Melt onto the earth. Breathe in. And out. Using your left hand down and come off. One arm push up, right hand down. You're looking where your left hand's going, right? Thread under. Say your elbow, your shoulder, your head. And you need to fix it. Make sure your shoulder here, your left shoulder joint, feels great. Don't feel stuck. In all the yoga postures, don't feel stuck where you land. Because you're not meant to be just where you land. You're supposed to make it your own, make it feel better, make some adjustments. So that's your yoga practice. It's not your own. Every posture, you can make it your personal posture. 3, 2, inhale, exhale, breathe, and 1. Right hand down, unravel here, and have your hands down, and let's come off our hands and knees, and let's sit. Yay! And take a little break, maybe hydrate by sipping your water. Is that the time? Yes, we're halfway through the class. So for those who don't want to do any yoga, or drink your water. Have your feet down. Grasp the skin of your shins, okay? And then lift your feet. Chest up. So you can do this while watching TV, maybe at the movies. Here you go. Boat posture. What are you doing here? You're sending your body weight, your entire body weight, isolating the hips. You want to build bone mass on your hips, the hip bones. And now lower. How about having your hands behind your knees, over there? And you need to lean back just a little. And your legs straightening out a lot in front of you. Your torso a little back. Legs a lot extending in front of you. Your arms are on fire. Your shoulders are pulled down. Maybe flex your feet. Maybe. And now bend your knees and stay on your sits bones, on your ischium of tuberosity. And exhale, breathe in and out. Now have your feet touch, and your thumbs will open your journal. It's more than half the year already. Would you believe that? Half of the year's gone. And open your book. Breathe in, exhale. Now close your book. Interlock your fingers, bind that book. Send your chest down towards your feet. Cobbler's posture is bound angle posture. What are you doing here? You are stretching your under pelvis, your adductors across. Earlier in Warrior 1 and Warrior 2, it was in sagittal plane. Here we are in frontal plane. Now take a look. Have your heels apart, as broad as your mat. Peace sign symbol. Hi there. Peace sign symbol, your index and your middle finger. You need to find the space between your big toe and your second toe. Where is that space between your big toe and second toe? You want to fully commit, okay? No half big commitment. Full commitment. One foot is set in front of your pelvis to keep your pelvis neutral. So it's neither here in cat, your pelvis is not in cow. It's down towards the core of the earth, where it's churning, right? Mother Earth is churning. That foot is down, keeping your tailbone down, neutral. And the other leg is being drawn away from your chest. Your chest moves back. Remember earlier, that was practice for this. And now you're going to lift this foot. So look at me. It's not symmetrical, but I am off my feet. And then slowly you're going to draw it. Be patient with yourself. So this is healthy because it's strengthening the fascia of your foot, your Achilles tendons, your calves, your tibialis. And here you go, shoulders down. And maybe your knees come apart. You can look like this or like this, okay? Show yourself, not anybody else. Yourself, your full potential. Don't be shy. Inhale, exhale, breathe. You're balancing on your strong bones. No amount of milk you drink will make up for pressure. Weight bearing is way, way better than chugging calcium pills. Send your feet together, and now send your feet down. Yay. Crossing at the ankles, pushing. Take a look at your nice, strong fingers. Come onto our hands and knees. So your hands, remember, are shoulders width. Your hands are slapping. Playing patty cake with Mother Nature. Tuck your toes under behind you. Lift your knees, chin to chest. Yes, this is not Pilates. So your chin is touching your sternum. You're looking from between the legs. You're looking from between the legs and towards the lights of the ceiling. Now right foot, step it in the middle of your mat. Left leg, take a look. Point your toes, tap, tap, like your leg is a paintbrush. You're going to draw an arc. Maybe it's digital art, okay? So you're drawing against your iPad. What color did you designate? Your hands are slappy, okay? Maybe you want to walk your hands back towards your foot, and there you go, in this split. Inhale, exhale, breathe. You want the weight of your leg to land on your hips, the weight of it. So it doesn't matter the straightness of it doesn't matter. It's the weight of that leg. You're sending it on your arms, your hips, and bend that leg. Inhale, exhale, breathe, and now lower your foot. Right leg up, straight up. Inhale, exhale. Feel the weight of your right leg. As you keep practicing yoga, you will realize this. Maybe not now, but you're really sending that leg, the weight of it over your hips. It would not matter if that leg is perfectly straight or slightly bent. Bend at the knee now. Inhale, exhale. This is the concept of handstands. You want the weight of your legs exactly above your hips. That's the only way you could truly be vertical off the floor. And now send your foot down. These are handstand preps. Walk your hands forward, feet apart. Inhale, exhale, pause. Your feet apart. You're going to walk your hands back and take your elbows in your hands. And I want you to stay still. Stay still. No movement. Zero movement. Zero movement. Chin to chest. You're looking at the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. You're trying to replicate what it feels when you are in an inversion table. Inhale, exhale, breathe without having to buy one. Now you're going to set your head over one foot, linger over that foot. And then you're going to shift slowly onto the other foot. So this is a preview of how you could truly send your weight over on your knee joint or ankle joint. And you know you could do it because here you are doing it right now. Have your hands down and sit in a squat. Hut, hut. It's almost American football season. Left hand on your thigh, sumo. And then the other hand on your thigh, drop low. Your heels are as broad as the mat. Maybe your toes are out. The wider your stance, the safer for the knees, right? Inhale, exhale. And now arms wave downward, sideways, and now there are no toes to stop you from tipping over. So you got your arms here in front of you to help you balance. Your tailbone is down towards the earth right here. At attention. It's not here in cat. It's not here. It's not here in cat. It's not here in cow. It's neutral. So extend the arms, hands against your forehead. Look down and then slightly bend your knees. This is goddess. Inhale, exhale. Your glutes are active, 100% clenching, like a fist. They're supporting your lower back. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And now send your hands to your heart. And toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in. Yay! Shake it off. Shake it off now. Take a look. We're going to do eagle. Wow. Let's do eagle, okay? Relax your shoulders. Soccer kicks. Let's do soccer kicks. Chest up. Now let's come into attention first, okay? Back of your hands, slippery here on your pant. Find your glutes, clench. You can feel it. Only you would know. How else can I check? Are you clenching your glutes like a good soldier? Here you are, at attention. Next, right foot down and hook. So it's your right foot down, okay? Spread your toes and hook. Wonderful. Now your right hand will be on your left shoulder. The left arm scoops under. Your left hand touches your nose. Left index touches your nose. Right hand between your eyes. There you go. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And now you're going to sit your bottom back. Sit your bottom back. Inhale, exhale. Look at something and fix your gaze on that single thing. And be stubborn. Be stubborn. If you fall off, come back again. Come back again. Inhale, exhale. How else will that standing leg be strong? Breathe in. Inhale, exhale. Now release. Peace sign, symbol. If you let go, you can let go, and then come back again. Join us. Grab your big toe, like you did earlier in boat. Right hand at the hip, and slowly you rise. Maybe your leg is just here. The whole time you could be here if you want to. If you want to extend, why not? Could it be straight? Inhale, exhale, breathe. You could be here the whole time, okay? Because how else will you start? How else will you get here if you don't start? That's what I mean. And then now send your knee sideways. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Right? And then slowly it develops. One day it will just all fall into place. Maybe you're here. And like, oh, don't be shy also. Do you know it works the other way? There are a lot of people who could get here, but they don't. Because they feel like they're showing off. But why would you feel that way? You were born to do this, right? You're not getting taller. You're just finding your full potential. And then waist, yay, shake it off. Ooh. Okay, left foot down, and then hook. Remember the at attention position? Inhale, exhale. It's helping you balance. Why? Because now you're all stacked. Your head, your shoulders, your rib cage is right above the arch of your foot. Next, send your left hand on your right shoulder. Right arm scoops under. Fingers, nose. Left hand between your eyes, blink, blink. And maybe your hands partially touch. And maybe you sit down, slowly, low. Elbows forward. Breathe in, inhale, exhale. You need to see past your hands. You need to see past your hands here. Inhale, exhale. And now have your hands at the hips. Maybe you want to release it. You're welcome to do it, okay? Or be in the flow. Right hand, grab that big toe. Like we did earlier, and then you're getting up. Extend that leg forward, knee up first. Maybe you're here, finding your balance, and then extend that leg. Breathe in, like be patient with yourself, okay? There's no rush. Breathe in, inhale, exhale, maybe send your knee sideways, and you're here. No rush. Use this arm. Send energy here. Sway to the left, because it's certainly heavy towards here on the right. And then you're going to extend. Inhale, exhale. Maybe lift everything. Chest up. Find a strength in your core. Breathe in. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Leg forward and down. Ah, yes, goodness. And shake your legs off. Okay, have your feet apart. So all that standing, make your hips so primed and your glutes so primed for a stretch. Now I want you to have your toes broad and towards the corners of the room. Your heels barely on the mat. You want your knees bendy. Now send your pelvis back. Forearms down and sit. So this is the way to get your heels down. For those whose heels are always getting up. Because you were too narrow. If your feet are closed, then your heels will go up. So this is garland posture. The beginning of a lot of arm balancing postures. Now send your elbows. So fix it, okay? Now make it your own. So all I do here is coach you to create your own yoga practice. You can do this at home. Try to remember everything we do here. Elbows, the ones you remember, end up being part of your whole flow. The ones you do remember will become part of your flow. And little by little, your flow will become longer. It will begin with just 2 postures, right? And then it'll come to 3, and then 4, and 5. You're going to end up having so many favorites. And now send your elbows. Oh, I'm sorry, not elbows. Send your triceps. Your knees are gonna land on flesh, okay? Not elbow. You want to reach for the stars. So when you miss, you're gonna land on the clouds, at least. So you want to slant here, land by the armpits. There you go. 1. Next, hands flat, the talons of your bird, right? This is crow. What's the difference between crow and crane? Crane has straight arms, and crow bent arms. Your arms become shelves. We're going for the shelf. Hands down, fingers bendy, like claws. And now your feet becomes your tail feathers, okay? So you're gonna look down, your head hangs low, head low, watch your toes, tip toe. And this is crow already, okay? Some people want to be fancy and lift the toes. And then that's it. That's the actual crow, okay? So your arms are lifting all of you. So how much do you weigh? That's how much you could lift, okay? Your own body weight. Toes here, even if it's for just a split second, and lower. So that's why I wear shorts. Skin on skin is always best. You want to go for armpit, so that if you do slide, it's giving you time to stay in that crow. If you start at the elbow, then you won't have much time, right? It's all over. Within a split second, it's all gone. The time has slipped from your hands. So you're here, bracing. 1. Hands down. 2. Looking down, head relaxed. Look at your toes, hold you up in place. And maybe your toes lift. And your toes move towards your glutes, your tailbone. They become your tail feathers. So have your toes in, it's called plantar flexion. Those are good for your ankles. Here, and toes. And exhale, hi there. And lower. That's it. And now you're going to send your right knee forward. Right knee forward and sit. Roll on your hips. Up, up. And down, down. Do this before you go to bed. If you feel tight at the hips, this is one of the movements you could do, rolling on your hips. For those who have a gymnastic background, maybe you're here. I don't. All I have is yoga, but here I am. Hips up and down, right? Yeah, you can bend your legs. Breathe in, exhale, nice. And now back here again. Move your foot closer, grab your ankle, your hand, right hand, next to your foot. And lift your hips off the ground. Inhale, exhale, send your foot close to your back. This is frog. Quad stretch. What are you stretching here? This part, all the way down. That's what you're stretching. Pull it in. It's frog. Some people can do both ways. Can you believe that? Oh, I could not even. How? Inhale, exhale, breathe. And now lower. Now take a look. Release it. Elbow against your hip. Thumb up. And you want to grab the inside of your ankle. Your elbow is right here at the hip. And grab the inside of your ankle. Nice. And now the other hand behind your neck. And turn. Look at what you're doing. Now if you want more, okay, hand is down and you're gonna hook this foot, your toes, by the crook of your elbow. Slide it right there and you're stubborn. The only way this happens is when you're really stubborn. So you see, mermaid, it seems so trivial, but it's so hard, isn't it? Look at that hip rotation. And now right elbow up and maybe link in front of your face or behind your neck. And that's mermaid. It's becoming significant, right? I see it in the news a lot. People arguing about a mythical creature. And like that, it doesn't even exist. Breathe in and like a mermaid. And now release. Okay, you're all warmed up. Send your knees down the line of this mat. Extend. I want you to engage your chest, your pecs here, and all the attachments to the flat bone here on your back, your scapula. There's a flat bone over here. There's the rhomboids, teres minor, major attached to it. Engage them. So it's not just about the shoulder joint. Hand down and lift your hips. So it's not just the shoulder joint that's engaged here. Your chest and the back here. Feel it. The scapula, the bone on your upper back, all the muscles that's attached to it is engaged. And now you're going to salute. Stretch across your belly and your throat and your neck. Inhale, exhale. And lower your hips down. Now you can repeat that again. We're going to do it twice, okay? But if you want more, second option. Look at your foot come off the mat. It's from here. Now it's off, far away. And now your knee can hike up now, right? And you're going to join us, okay? Lift your hips. And now come off the other knee in single arm wheel. You're stronger than you think. You just need to be coached. Look at you there. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And slowly you lower, 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 lower. Beautiful. Shake it out. Rotate, counter rotate, shrug. And now take on the other side. Split. So this one was really to warm up because that's how we're going to end up. That was the finale, right? This is where we start, rolling on our hips. So be thorough. If you're able to come into split, I see a lot of people being shy about it. They do it sometimes and sometimes they don't. And exhale, breathe. You're warming up. And here we go again. This is pigeon. You're going to grab your ankle, thumb down, and lift your hip, and move your foot closer to your hip. Frog. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Ooh. Breathe in, exhale. You're working your chest here too. You're warming up your chest. Breathe in and out. And now take a look. Thumb up, grab the inside of your ankle, elbow close to your hip. And now, okay, here, like in swan. Maybe you're here. Or maybe you're going to slide your toes towards the crook of your elbow. Like you're giving someone an arm hug, a single arm hug, your nephew. And have maybe your hands linked in front of you. Here you go. Inhale, it feels so good. Inhale, exhale. If you want more, right here, behind your neck. only if you want to. Pick one, okay? Here, it feels just as good as when it's here. 3. Mermaid. Up where they walk, up where they run. Zeus. 3, 2, and 1. Mermaid. Okay, send your knees towards the edge of the mat. My daughter will cringe. I'll show her this picture. Can you sing, Mom? Cringe. Hand down. Feel your chest and lift your chest. Hips are up. Salute. Elbow up. Stretch your anterior, your pelvis. At the anterior pelvis there. Your throat, your chest. Maybe you're happy to do this the second time. It's perfectly okay. Okay? To do it again. For those who want more though, your foot, left foot, to be specific, comes off the floor. It's far away. And now, you're going to do this again. Extend, hand down. And maybe this time, because it's the second one, you're going to grasp the back of your head to support your neck. And you're going to lift. Lift, lift, lift. You're going to move your feet. You want to land wherever you want to land here. Looking up towards the sky. Single arm. 3, 2, and exhale, breathe. And 1. And slowly lower your hips. You can do it. Nice. Yay. Right hand. Take the back of your knee and make an arc. Make an arc on the sand. Your right foot is in front of you. Walk your hands back. Chest up. And exhale, chest up. And now release. Send your feet together side by side. Your hands are slapping. Patty cake, patty cake. Nice. Baker's Smith. Now take a look. Your fingers and your toes are pointing straight ahead. Fingers and toes pointing straight ahead. So it's not here, but straight ahead. Bend your elbows, chest up. Push away. Inhale, exhale. It is a back bend. So you're encouraged to do back bends throughout the day, okay? It doesn't have to be a dramatic back bend. It's really simple. Work it in. And now take a look. You're a crab, okay? This will be your crab shell. You're going to lift your shell. Inhale, exhale. This is reverse plank. Keeping your chest up. Strengthening your delts. And now lift your hips right higher. Tabletop. Reverse plank. Yay. Send your bottom down. I see you there. Feet together and lift your chest still. What is all this? This is to warm up your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your cervical spine, and your thoracic spine. Because we're done with the lower back. We've done it so many times. We've warmed it up. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, cat-cow. Ooh, breathe in and out. This is fish posture. Now you're going to scoot towards the top of your mat. Scoot. And now have your feet apart. You're going to turn. Take a look at your own elbow going down. And then the other elbow. And ease your rib cage, your shoulders, now your head onto the floor. Yay! You're finally on our backs. Now take a look. Walk your feet back toward your fingers. Your fingers toward your heels. Your feet could be far apart, okay? Because like I said, it's not going to be about your lower back anymore. It's going to be about your chest. Can you lift your chest high off the floor? I'll show you, okay? So, chest up, that your chin touches your chest. Have your sternum rise to your chin. So take a look at my hips. Your hips can drop down, but your rib cage goes up. What's making you lift your rib cage to your chin? Your elbows. Elbows slip under your ribs. Inhale, exhale. So could you bind behind you? Bind underneath you. Breathe. You want to perfect the simple bridge. People underestimate this bridge, but really, are you mastering it? This is a masterful bridge posture. You're binding, because that is the master bridge. When you're able to bind, your rib cage is clear off the floor, and you're literally sitting on your shoulders. You're carrying the world on your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And now, sit on those hands, okay? Have one hand over the other, and you're going to sit on those same hands. Yeah. Right leg up and cross your legs. And lift your feet off the ground and rotate. Counter rotate. Yay. And then now you're going to switch. Ankle on the other thigh and rotate. Counter rotate. Perfect. And now cross your ankles. Release your hands off your back. Interlock, no, not interlock. Peace sign symbol. Grab your big toes and come into the split. So I know you're flexible because in both earlier, remember we were sitting and we had our legs wide. You have the flexibility. It's just about having the pelvis stay neutral. And your core has got to be stronger to maintain the neutrality of your pelvis. And now move, sway your legs in the air like they're palm trees. Remember, we're at the beach. We're laying on our paddle boards. Rock side to side. Nice. Happy babies. Next, cross your ankles. Hug your knees to your chest and lift your head. Lift your head. I'm linking my hands and I'm lifting my head. It's a tuck. So abs are tight, okay? Clench your glutes. Bear down on your abs. Bear down. Brace in, bear down. Breathe in, deep exhale. Perfect. Next, you're gonna reach, you're gonna extend your legs and reach for your toes. Breathe in, exhale, reach for your toes. Now imagine the ceiling is blue. This is actually a pool, okay? Use your imagery, use your imagination that you're about to dive, cut through the water of this pool. You're reaching. This is a pike in diving. Now you're gonna hug your legs to your chest. You're still in that pike, okay? My legs are not straight anymore. They're bending, but they're still extending. Move your feet, rotate, counter rotate. You're keeping your head up. Now, this is the position. This is the posture. For those who do not want to come into plow. Okay, you hear that? If you do not want to come into plow, this is your position. Maybe you're grasping your calves and you're here in a pike. In a pike. Okay, this is your posture. For those who want to come into plow, take a look. Your elbows are going to be nailed down onto the floor next to your ribs. Your hands are in soft fists. Your ankles are bent and you're going to use one powerful reverse crunch and your hands are going to catch your back, okay? One reverse crunch and catch your back. And then you can choose to bend your legs. Just have your elbows narrow, and your hands are exactly above those elbows. You can have your legs bent because it does not matter what your legs are doing. It matters where your base is at. What's your base? Oh, your neck. Oh, your shoulders. Your upper arms, your humerus bone. So this is about weight bearing on the finer parts of your body. Your cervical spine, your 7 vertebrae. Your thoracic spine, your 12. Are they worthy of attention? You are sending attention there right now. Do you want to extend your legs? You want to lift one leg over the chest. Inhale, exhale, and lower. Or maybe skip all that, okay? Breathe in, exhale. This is shoulder stand with plow. And now lower your legs. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Lower your back slowly. Control shows strength. Strength, control. And now lower. Yay! So you want to rock side to side. Side to side. Press your back firmly against the earth. Have your hands on your knees and draw your knees away from your chest. See that when your knees are above your hips, you're kneading on your lumbar. And as you send your knees closer towards your belly button, you're getting your thoracic. And as you send your knees close to your chest, you're getting your upper back here. Rocking side to side. Nice. And next, have your feet flat onto the mat. flat onto the mat and watch your knees sway left. Let them collapse. And then center and onto the other side. You want your feet very wide, as broad as the mat. Lift your head. Take a look, your feet wide, reach through. Remember earlier in boat, peace sign, you say peace. You're going to grab your big toes and send your feet together and lift your head. Another abdominal crunch. Abs. Breathe in, exhale. This is Baddha Konasana on your back. This is Supta Baddha Konasana. Inhale, exhale. And now slowly lower your head. Release your feet back down. Where you started. Have your elbows down. Your knuckles. And now melt. Melt onto the earth. If your lower back feels funny, because we are in Shavasana now, okay? If your lower back feels weird, lift your bottom. You're going to sway your hips like a hammock. Don't you wish you had a hammock right now? And your nook in your hands. You're sipping your iced tea. So nice. Sway your hips side to side. And then settle your lower back down. Next, if your arms feel funny, doesn't feel great, do back strokes. Back strokes. And back down, down. Back strokes up, and down, and down. And if your neck feels funny, lift your head and lower your head. So this is the way to adjust and relax in Shavasana. You can keep moving like that until you find relaxation. And then you're going to try really hard to be still. Do you want to be on your back? You could be easily on your side if you want to. Some people ought to be on their seat. Whichever you choose, start to focus on your breath. Listen to the sound of your life. Listen to the sound of your life. Hear. Maybe you could feel your heart beating against your chest. If you're sensitive, you can really feel the blood flow through your veins. Forget having to be worthy. Forget about having to be worthy for anything, especially happiness and feeling successful. All that matters is that you're alive and that you value it. There's so many people walking in this earth not valuing their lives at the present moment. They're chronically stressing about their future. They're chronically depressed because they dwell in the past. But if you could truly be where you are, your mind, not somewhere else, but your mind in the present, then any moment could be perfect. Any moment can be whole in its total imperfection. Any moment can be a great portal to your joy, your happiness, to the infinite. Happy are those who truly value the basic necessities of life. With your thumbs, brush against and move your toes. Let's start to refresh our ankles and our wrists as we lay here. Breathe in deep and exhale softly. Begin to sway your legs side to side. Create space on your mat so that you can rock on that space. Your bicep becomes your pillow. Linger here on your side. Let's stay here for five more inhales and exhales. In fetal position. Every day when we wake is another chance to show ourselves, not anybody else, to show ourselves our full potential, our best self. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Using your hands, slowly come off your side and onto your seat slowly. Remember, we're at the lake. Well, let's choose the lake, okay? We are our boats once again. Are you feeling like a yacht today? Yes, you're yachts. Feel your sits bones. Rock side to side. Now your mast is sturdy. Your mast is sturdy. And let's hoist our sails. Hoist your sails, arms like wings. Lifted chest, your heart is full. Your heart is happy. You're looking up, you're grasping at the light. Close your eyes. Send that light into your heart. And let it sink. Let it sit there. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. This is the meaning of Namaste. Yay! Good morning! Or good afternoon. Okay, guys. If you have injuries or something you're working on, a posture